Private.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Okay, good morning.
Good
and
morning,
welcome to Memory
everybody.
Bound. I don't have chat. Let me pull up the chat. Okay. Hello, we've been on for 12 seconds, Diane.
There's a lot of buttons to push in
I
this
think
new system.
hopefully we got them all pressed. And welcome to Memory Bound Paper Craft Store in Ankeny, Iowa.
Ready to go.
I'm Kelly, and I'm in the background, and
I'm
Diane is here. Yippee!
It's been a while.
And Janet's here too. It has been a while for you to have been here.
Yep.
Janet's here too, and she's in the background, and she'll be able to answer your questions. She's our linker and drinker. And Barbara says good morning.
Good morning. And Janet, there's a lot of products, so don't worry about linking
Here.
everything.
Let me show you. Let me back up a little bit. Yeah, Diane has just a few items.
And Doug put a lot of them on the calendar, so if Janet doesn't get everything linked, you can go to the calendar.
Awesome.
And I will have to say that some of the product I use is no longer available because this was last year's.
Well, you'll have to tell us what you're going to do. And then we have a couple things to let you know is here. We've got a lot of good mornings coming in.
And there's lots of product to use instead of the product I use. So
Diane Dawn says she's very anxious for today. So she is excited. Oh, we had that one.
Good.
Dawn says excited for today. Chris is here. She says we haven't seen Doug in a while.
He is here too. I don't even
know where he is.
Yep, he's here.
He's been doing a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Kimberly says, oh wait, I got to go back. Kimberly says good morning, or Deb says good morning. Kimberly says, good morning. All yay, Diane Day. Woohoo! Love that. And Janet just posted a link of all the products that are on our calendar. Yeah. And we mentioned this the other day, but if you go to our memorybound.com and go to the calendar, it's almost always on there, the links to the things that we use. Oh, Lori says, happiness is looking at the calendar and knowing you have most of it on the list. Possibly.
Yeah, that's
we don't call it hoarders, Lori. We call it collectors.
Yep. And you go to your stash, and that's exactly what I did on this album. And you will see I used a lot of my stash.
Well, and it's good to use up your stash.
It is.
Because we want everyone to craft more in keep your crafting alive in 2025. I almost went backwards. But I'm back.
Kelly, it's Wednesday today.
I don't know if Becky is watching, but I talked to Becky yesterday because I was a little confused as to what day it was. And I told her how I got it all figured out, but I don't think she knows that I figured out it was the wrong day. So anyway. Okay. Beth says good morning. It's a good day to craft. Look at Janie says absolutely love Diane Day. It is a Diane Day. You guys might not know this, but Diane is our store manager. Most everything in our store she has touched because she takes care of all of our inbound orders and make sure they get set up correctly in the system and get put out.
And we've gotten quite a few boxes.
She has a room full right now.
2 or 3 weeks.
We had a semi arrive. Yeah. Was it yesterday or the day before?
Day before.
Who knows what day it is. Yeah. So it's been a little busy. Oh gosh, Pat can't find us on YouTube. But she's here on Facebook with us, so we're glad.
Good morning, Pat.
So Christine's excited to because she loves your projects. So before Diane goes and shows us what she's going to do, we have a couple things we want to let you know about.
Back in stock. The glue presses are back in stock, and this is a must.
It is.
And we also got the replacement. I can see them in that tub right there. The replacement.
Am I touching them? Am I close?
On your right hand side, right hand in the left hand corner. Right hand corner.
Oh, here it is.
Right there. So we got the replacement bottle and the
tips.
The
bottle and both tips.
Yep, because I need one of these. Yes. It's got the thicker cap and the thinner one. So these are back in stock, $10.49 and $38.99 for the precision. And this is just an absolutely must. product. So those are back in stock. Then, if you remember, geez, it's probably been a year ago, hasn't it? That
Probably about.
Peggy used this accordion album, and we were going to go see if we could find it, and I never did that. But it's the Uniquely Creative folio or accordion folio that is awesome.
It went away for a while, and then
Yep.
it came back. We couldn't get it, and then I was so excited it was back in stock.
We got a lot of
We
them.
loaded up.
We did load up. They're $7.99, and they're just a really fun album to use. And they got 8 pages, which really means 16 because you can do front and back.
Diane, I think we should open that. Here, I'm going to hand you something to open it. Oh, you got it. All right. We're going to open it up so you can see it.
Yeah.
For $7.99, my gosh, it's such a deal. And Peggy made it out of the Simple Stories, one of the summer collections last year.
And I will say, when I see an album like this, I just buy it. I might not have a use for it.
That's true.
But I'm always looking for unique albums, and you'll see which one that I used for my album. And it's heavy,
it's
craft
really nice,
paper.
Craft. Let me go back a little bit so
Yeah.
you can see it.
Isn't that cool?
It's really cool. And Peggy, she embellished both sides.
Yep.
And it's for $7.99. That's like, wow.
I think what I'm going to do for this one, and I'll add it to my 18th project, but I think this would be fun to make up for kids and put in Christmas pictures from every year, put in like a family picture from every year, which is
because then you
what
could display it. Would it sit out on your table like that, Diane?
Yeah.
Here, let me go back so people can see it.
Definitely it would
So you could sit it out and just enjoy them.
Yep. So this is just one of those items that I think I would pick up and just have in my stash. And
Janet, I'm trying to get our cameras. Janet did link it, so you can find it if you need to.
It's kind of got a very unique.
It's kind of like rawhide, but
it
not
is.
Rawhide. Donna said she bought it also and finally has a use for it. We want to know what your use is.
Yeah.
And everybody is talking about the glue press. So if you don't have one, they were unavailable for a short while and they are back in stock. And Donna even says with arthritis, it makes crafting a lot easier.
Yep.
And
very
tons and tons of. Shelley says she can't crop without the glue press.
Yeah, I agree.
So
and I use my tape runner too. I use the Easy Grand Red, but to me, you have to have a variety of adhesive. Liquid glue, a tape runner, score tape is another must.
You gotta have everything.
You gotta have everything.
But that makes I started using liquid glue because Diana, but this having to put the cap back on and off all the time, this prevents that.
Yeah.
Donna made her album into a Disney album.
Perfect.
Her accordion, so it's pretty cool, Donna.
Perfect.
Diane says maybe school pictures for graduation.
Oh, that would be fun too.
Yeah, for a grad party.
Ooh, I might have to make my grandson.
Jean is the same way, school pictures, and use it so you could put one for each grade, maybe.
Yep. Perfect.
So good morning, everybody. It is a Diane Day if you're just joining us late. And it's a Christmas in July day.
Yeah.
Combine that with Diane, and you got the perfect day here at Memory Bound Paper Craft Store in Iowa.
Well, before we get started on my album, I just want to remind everybody to use scrapbook paper to cover boxes. When we get products in here, sometimes we get unique boxes that have really cool lids or shapes or whatever, and I kind of hoard those. And
well, you do get first dibs on all of them.
So this is one of the boxes that just came in this week. It had magnets in it, and I thought it's a real sturdy box, and it was just a cute shape to put a gift in. And then we also got in the Christmas junk from Photo Play, which
we love their junk.
We love their stuff. So I took the box home, got some of the paper, and I just made a really cute little box. Now this is not quite done yet. I just
I'm going
kind
to
of
get a little closer to it so we
stuck
can.
that on. But this is this paper here. I always look for unique paper that I can cut sections out for whatever I'm doing. And I really liked this up here. So I used it this way.
So like a
And
collage paper.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
that's
a great
already
view.
all collaged. And then this is the stripe paper from there. And then the other papers are from Tim Holtz Background. And I'll have to show you my box that I brought in of scraps, but you guys will laugh. But then I found these neat strips, and I just cut them apart for that on the side.
Embellishments.
Yeah.
They look kind of like stickers or tape or something.
Yeah. And then the other papers are, like I said, are Tim Holtz. But I just really took the box apart and just kind of eyeballed it and cut them and then then put it back together.
It's just fun. I see some cello tape on there too.
And then I made this so when whoever opens it has a cute little message there.
That's really
and
cute.
then I started a collage, and I just used a piece of a corrugated chipboard, and then a lot of these pieces are from the
from the Christmas
from
junk
the
ephemera?
Christmas junk, and then I didn't bring the other Christmas junk, the cut aparts. So some of those are from the cut aparts. I know this circle is from the cut
the
aparts.
collage, the new collage. So check out Christmas junk.
Yep.
I know Janet will be linking it, and they have a new product this year with their junk. It's kind of, I like to say junk. That's a collage paper that you fussy cut. And that's
Teresa,
pretty cool
will you
too.
get the new Christmas junk collage cut aparts, please? And then this label right here is this label right here. I just cut that apart. So I used this end, and then I used that label, and then I'll start layering on here. I mean, I'll probably put a word, happy or Merry Christmas, or
happy birthday,
or happy birthday. Yeah.
But happy Easter.
Just as a reminder, if you find unique boxes that are sturdy, that have really like lids that lift up, these are so much fun to use or to make. And this is, there.
Here.
Thank you. So this is the Christmas junk collage cut aparts, and they're pretty cool. You do have to fussy cut, and I am not one to fussy cut.
I like to, but I know.
They are worth it. So this would be something, again, if I don't have a use for it at the moment, I would buy just to have in my stash.
It's kind of like the album you said, even if you don't have a plan, buy one so you have it.
The images on here are really, really cool. Oh my God.
And they have cut lines on them, which I thought was very interesting.
Like that snowman. So this is a must to have. If you like this style, it's pretty cool.
Well, you get a lot because I think, is it $6.99, Diane?
It is $6.49, and you get 212 pieces. So that would be definitely one thing that I would want to have in my stash when that comes in. Okay, and then I wanted to show you my box.
Okay,
this is
pick the camera up again, everybody.
My Tim Holtz, but it's got other stuff in it too. But
oh my gosh, look at those scraps, everybody.
Yeah,
wow,
it's just
Diane's
nice to have. I really hoard my Tim Holtz paper because we can't get it anymore.
Right.
And there's some Elizabeth Craft paper in here too. But I just go here, and when I have to do a box like this, you just go and
find something.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, Diane. Yep. Wait. There's a very small scrap.
Yeah, but it would be
make a good border.
To add anywhere. That I will.
She let one go.
I let one go, but it's really fun because I do a lot of collaging now. You'll see in my book that I do a lot of collaging, and this is a great way to use up those.
Well, and sometimes you don't know what to do with that stuff.
Yep.
You know, you take a paper and you cut a piece off of it, and then
Yeah.
you don't know where to put it. So this way it's going to get used.
And some Elizabeth crafts. So that's my stash of scraps, and that's how I really, except for the new piece, the rest is scraps.
Well, everyone's going to be watching for keeping their eye out for little boxes because this is really fun.
And I've made bigger boxes that have cool lids. They don't have the regular style. They have like a flip up lid like this.
I was a recipient of one of your special boxes.
Yeah. It's just cool.
Do you want to show your tray there since we've got the camera up out and about? Because
so,
oh my gosh.
When I get ready to do a project, especially a Christmas album, I have like two different ones. And I just kind of go to my stash and pull out things that I think I might want to use in my book. And it's really a hodgepodge of everything. And then these are no longer available, but they were the Christmas journal cards that are awesome. And you'll see how I use those. And just ephemera from Tim Holtz. Like this would be one that I would definitely buy. It's the baseboards, but it's got lots of fun things in it.
It's got the transparencies in it also.
Yep. So these are still available. We have a really good supply of these.
We ordered up because we know that Tim just is very questionable on what he's going to have
and then
coming out.
This is another one that's got a lot of fun. These are the layers plus paper dowels. So this has really got a lot of fun stuff in it too. I'll probably give my people to Teresa. She seems to like
the people,
the long lost relatives. I like to use people that are my relatives.
Real people.
Real people. But these two things are still available.
So let's review. It's layers and paper dolls from Tim Holtz, and baseboards and transparencies, which I believe those were both from last year.
They are. They're the 2024
I think
ones.
I think we have a few of the 23s, but I'm not. I'll have to
we
look
do in the layers.
In the layers?
Yep. We do have a few of those left.
All right. So
we bought what we could.
We did.
Tim Holtz products. So again, if you want it, you see it, you best be buying it. Okay.
Oh, Barb's got the little boxes from the Pink Fresh blending brushes. And she says, ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
She's going to have an idea for them.
Yes. Wouldn't it be fun to get a gift in this? I would.
It would be. I would have to, or just to set that box
set
out
it
for
out.
a decoration.
Yep, definitely. So that's just a fun.
So they're asking, there was a question about where you found the box.
It came, it had magnets in it.
So it was a box, a unit box from some of our products.
And it was white. And I just scuffed it up with a sander and inked it and had fun collaging it.
There's a lot of comments, and people that are new to Memory Bound might not know this, but Diane had a reputation of never saving a scrap a few years ago. And one year at our holiday party, we gave her a huge bag of scraps.
Huge.
Everybody's it was like a 13-gallon bag filled to the brim as a joke. And now she's saving scraps. But Diane, it's funny because multiple people are commenting about Diane's scraps.
But I scrapbook different than I used to. I used to do all 12 by 12. I did collage. I didn't do, it was pretty basic. But now that I'm doing mini albums and folios and boxes, you can use up a lot of those.
Yeah, especially in mini books and stuff.
Right. So I'm kind of That's why I have continued to save scraps
Maybe we
now.
need to start saving our merchandise boxes and
Well, I have some stash, so if you need one.
Well, Shannon says now I need to look for the box.
I have some underneath my table in there.
Oh, now we know where your stash is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that
It's
was
just fun.
That was your
fun
box, but you have a very amazing project to share with us today.
Okay.
And I don't know if you want to tell us a little bit about it, and then we can flip cameras.
So many of you know I make my oldest daughter an album every year, and she's the only one that has shown any interest in wanting one. And her and I pretty much scrapbook the same way. We like a lot of vintage stuff. We like old stuff, and I really, really enjoy doing this. It took me a long time to do this album, but I knew that she really appreciates them and she displays them every Christmas. And I think we figured out our oldest grandson turned 17. So I think I've been doing for about 16 years, and she puts them out in a crate every Christmas. So I know that she really, really enjoys them. And the boys will go back and look at older pictures, which is always really fun to see. So that's how this always got started. I don't make me one, but that's okay. And my youngest daughter, she does scrapbook some, but everybody's busy and don't really have time to do something like this. Now, a lot of you will think this is like over the top, which it's got a lot of product in it, but when I do something like this, it's kind of a challenge for me to see how much product I can use using, from my stash or new.
So there's no kit for this because it would cost hundreds of dollars.
No. And how many different techniques I can do on a page. So to me, it's a personal challenge, and you will see what I mean when we really get into it. So again, I just lay out everything. I usually use current paper pack, which was the Tim Holtz.
Usually choose what you're going to use.
Yes. This is the paper pack that I used. And do we want to go?
Can you tell us, that's the Backdrops Christmas 2024.
Yep.
And we're going to have to switch
And
cameras.
we do not have this in stock, and we cannot get it.
Oh, okay.
We cannot get it. The 2025 or 2023, you can see that these are brand new packages that
So if he comes out with one this year, you might get two.
Well, we really got to hope that he does. Chances
we don't
are
know.
we don't
have
know
not heard yet. So
what he's doing, but we do not have these in stock. We do have some of the other.
You got me excited when you showed it.
Oh, sorry. I have the DR
okay.
up there.
Yeah, I see that, Doctor.
But I have tried
Diane.
every place that I could to see about getting them, and they're just not available. But we do have some of the backdrops.
Yeah, we do carry
paper,
backdrops.
and these are awesome papers to use in
all your projects.
Yeah, any project.
Because you could take that neutral one and add holiday.
And some of the neutral ones are like that type of paper.
Mm-hmm.
So, and these are still available. And we might have like 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 different backdrops. So again, once they're gone, I'm not sure if
Janet linked them.
If we'll be able to even get these back in. So
Diane, we have a couple questions. I think I'm going to flip the camera.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple questions. But now I got to go back and see what they were. Janet linked your Christmas albums from the past, and Diane has a playlist on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you know that? There's a playlist called
probably
Diane.
Did it one time.
They'd like to. I'm going to flip the camera, and they want to see those 2 ephemera packs again because evidently they look alike online. So we're going to go to the other camera, everyone. So give us a minute here. And Diane's got them, and then we have a question about these too. So maybe you could tell us again the 2-packs and what they're called and stuff like that.
Okay, this one is the Layers Plus Paper Dolls. It's from Christmas 2000.
Yeah, you might have to just adjust a little bit.
2024, and I'll flip it over. It's got 82 pieces, and it's got lost relatives, but in this package, he also put poinsettias.
So
Shall I
that
just
one has
dump
the
it?
people in it, and the other one does not have people.
People.
It has the transparency. So
And
that's
it's-
really the main difference.
Layers are, yeah, layers are heavier, but they're not the chipboard. So you
Oh, they
can,
are heavier.
yeah, they are the heavier cardstock, which makes them really fun to distress. You can sand these, you can ink them. And there's words in here. There's candy canes, which I just love those candy canes. There's pieces like this that are really fun to use, and I think I used something like this in my book. So this is just one of those products to buy, have in your stash, that is just fun to have. Again, this would be something that I would have to buy. And then the baseboard, Christmas 2024, it has transparencies. It's got those really cool windows. It's got the Santa in there is really cool. And look at this, you get little transparencies. I'm not sure if you can see this, but it's got, that's not going to work. Okay, so you can see the transparency in there, and this is just a really cute little one. Oh, and it's got words, and then it's got
I think that Santa's so
the Santa is really
nice.
cool. Oh, and then it's got all of these, which I love, and you'll see on my album.
They used to remember they used to come in a package by themselves. I like the combination though.
I like the combination too. There's a red door. There's these cool pitch or window frames. Look how fun those are. And putting those on the front of an album would be really fun too. So this is the baseboard one. So we will get that all put together. And again, those we have in stock. We were able to buy a whole bunch of those. So
There's the third one.
okay. Let me get this put back in. Oh, man. You know, after our videos, we have kind of a mess. Okay, and this is the Layers and Paper Dolls 2023. Again, it's got the lost relatives, and it's got words and frames. It's got the 25 in the red, 25 in the black, and it's got a bunch of greenery in it, which Kelly will attest to. That I love greenery, especially trees. So
Diane, Lisa said she used the baseboards for her grandson's theater book.
Oh, fun!
Here, and he had a Christmas Carol play, and it was.
Oh my gosh, that would be perfect. So
think about that
nope, nope. So these are the type of things that when I see that they're available, I buy for later use. And you will see, and you will see I have some of this stuff right in here. So it's just fun to have in your stash when you need it, basically. Okay.
And we honestly don't know what Tim Holtz is up to.
No, we have no idea what is coming at all. So the album that I used is this Uniquely Creative. It's an 8x10 flip album, and this was one album that I bought immediately when it came in. In fact, I bought two, and now we can't get them anymore. of course, but we can get the horizontal one, and this is an 8x6 one, and it basically has the same inside. It's just a little smaller. So I'll go through what the inside of this album looks like.
You have to pull the camera up so we can see it. So the horizontal book that's smaller is the same style, Diane,
Right.
for pages? Okay.
It's got pages in it like this, and I took all of my pages out. I felt it was easier to work outside, out of the album than trying to do it. And they really come out quite easy. You just, and I'm just gonna.
Do you use undo, or are they glued?
They are glued, but you know, I ripped some of the background, but
you did that.
But I was determined to work with them, and I wanted different configurations in my book. So
I'm just trying to get it on the camera. There we go.
this is what it looks like, but I put paper in when I started my book. I just took a piece of scrap and covered up that whole thing. And then when I glued them back in, I used score tape and liquid glue. And I knew my pages were going to be pretty thick. And so it was just much easier to work outside.
I would have never taken that apart. Oh my gosh.
I knew that there was always a way to
Diane thinks outside of the book. That is for sure.
And there are 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 different pages, and they're all interactive.
But now we can't get this album any longer.
No.
So we're sorry. We can't get it. We have the smaller version, and Diane has some other options.
And this one, I'm not sure what the configurations are in this book, but I've got to think that they don't have a picture like this, but it's got to be pretty much the same. So this is how I started, just blank pages. There's one, this is a really neat configuration. It flips out, and then on the back side, it flips up, and then it's got a gate fold in the back, and then, yeah, it opens up. This one just has a trifold. This one is just a single page that you can do anything with. And then this one has a pocket in the back, and another trifold. So it's really a fun album. So if you ever do come across these, I would surely pick one up.
So Diane, does that say, I'm just looking up the 6x8, the 8x6. Is it the chipboard album?
Yes.
So
it's got 8 chipboard pages.
So it doesn't have your flip outs. It's 8 heavy chipboard pages.
Okay. So, but it's easy to make flips and pockets and whatever else. So that is the album that I used. And I'm sure a lot of you have that already in your stash. Okay, when I start an album, throughout the year, I try to think of a phrase or a title that I want to use for her album. And when I saw Merry Memories come through, I knew immediately that's
really neat.
I usually always put a title, some kind of a phrase on the front of her album. So that's what I did. And this paper, the stripe paper, is one that I hoarded. And it is out of the Holiday Charm photo play.
Which we have.
We have. Yep, we have in stock. And this paper here is just awesome. It's a paper that I probably bought 10 or 12 sheets of just to have in my stash. But now this is the only way you can get it, is in the Holiday Charm.
Which goes really well with the Christmas junk. We've got those displayed together.
And it goes with the Tim Holtz product too. And we also have the ephemera, we were able to get this back in stock too. And it's got lots of fun ephemera. So again, this would be one that I would like to have in my stash. This Mary is, this is Element Stencils Christmas. It's $15.99, and you get all of these stencils for all these words. So that's what this Mary is. It's right there. And it's got really good words in it. And I love the size. So I just made a tag. I used some of the backdrops, and then I sewed it. And that was my first word for Mary.
And you do a lot of stitching on
I
your
do a lot of
projects.
stitching.
You and
and you
Teresa are our stitchers.
You can see on the album I did a lot of stitching. This is from the Tim Holtz backdrops, and I stitched around there. This piece here is,
I need to go home and see if I have that stencil.
yeah, they're good. And this is large collage strips from last year, Christmas 2024. And we have a few of these left in stock. They're the large ones. They also came in smaller version, which I don't think we can get anymore. But we do have some of the larger ones. And you get 24 pieces. And that's how I made, I don't know if they can see that. That's how this strip right here, I just took a whole strip.
Just straightening up a little bit.
And tore it in half. And then I stitched. They're kind of in sections. So I just took my sewing machine and stitched in all the different sections. And then I thought this would be a great place to put the year. So I can't tell you which alphabet that is from or this is from because I have a lot of different alphabets. But some of the ones, this is called Alphanumeric Emporium, and it's a good size. It's 1 1/4, and it comes with the alphabet and the numbers also. So this is a good set. This is an inch one. This is called Alphanumeric Theory. So that's a fun one too.
That's been popular.
Yep.
With the two, you get both sizes in the same pack.
Yep. And then this is a 2.5 inch one. It's called Stretch Uppers. And this is a really fun one. There must be numbers that go with this one too. I just grabbed the alphabet. But again, I have several different styles. And I love alphabet dies. Again, if you're cutting out things like this, you go to your scrap box and you use paper instead of cutting into a big sheet. You just use scraps. Okay, so my little dangly things here. Everybody knows I love loop pins. That's a staple in my.
I think you and Maggie both are the loop pinners.
So you get 24 loop pins for $4.29, and they're 3 different colors. And then the charm here is just a charm that I have had in my stash. This would be a good one. These are word plaques plus tags. These little charms here would be great to hang from things like this. And then this is a technique that I've done before. I love these just plain old white, I think they're called key tags maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get, I'm not sure how many are in here, but they're $1.49 and you probably get like 10. And I just stamp on them. And then, let's see, I think I embossed maybe on that one too. But these are really fun to add to dangles on your album fronts or maybe on the spine. But we have big ones of these, and then we have, this is probably an inch size. So those are fun to make too. So, and there's lots of circle stamps out there. And I was going to see if I brought, okay, this is one. And it is called Holiday Postmarks. And this is really a favorite one of mine. It's number CMS 323. I believe we don't have any of these in stock, but again, Stampers Anonymous never changes or never discontinues any of Tim's stamps. So we would always be able to get this. Holiday Postmarks, and it's really got fun circle ones to stamp in something like that. So this is a really fun set of stamps.
They're asking about what ink color you use, Diane.
Lumberjack plaid for the red, and then my go-to brown is gathered twigs, and I always use a distress ink. I don't use oxide. It's just my personal preference, but that's what I use. And then the
Are you ready to
Lumberjack plaid is a really good red to use for Christmas. And then these are just some words that I've picked up, word sheets I've picked up from somewhere. There's the Lumberjack plaid. It's just a really cool red. And then the December 25 came out of one of the packs, or maybe it came.
You have to go up just a little bit. We're cutting it off a bit. Can you put the camera up just a bit? There, that's great.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time looking at the screen. And
well, you got different size things, so it's great.
So I made just a little tree out of it. And then this is a stamp off of some set of stamps. I apologize, but I use so many different stamps and dies and ephemera in this book that I couldn't remember all of them. Because I had started this, I think, last October. And I finally got it done a couple months ago. This spring, I finally got it done. But then I didn't want to show it until Christmas in July. So, and my daughter has not seen this yet. I don't know if she's watching. She has not seen this yet.
Oh my gosh, I just figured she had.
Nope. Again, we just been so busy that we haven't even been able to get together as a family, except at the ballpark. So, and I did the cover first. I did the whole thing first. And I don't always do that. I like to pick out some favorite stuff and then add to it. But I got this design in my head and I just went with it. So I did the front cover first. And then this is the spine. Again, I kind of carried out the same paper theme from the front, tore it. And then these little labels are from sets of stamps that I have. And I just cut them out. I stamped them in black to match the black paper. Again, I sewed on it. Then one of my other new favorite things to use is glaze. Thanks to Teresa.
Oh, yeah.
And that looks like it's crooked because this
it
is
is.
crooked. Wasn't my eyes. So this is a Studio Light stamp. And we don't have this one, but we do have this one now. It's called Christmas Post. And we just got some more of these
sold
in.
out, didn't it? We had to get more.
Yep. And the tree is just a tree from some set of stamps. I have lots of tree. This is a good tree one. This one here, Winter Woodlands, CMS 476. I bought this for the tree.
You bought it just for the tree. I remember that.
I did. This is another good tree, Santa Visit, CMS 500. That's a really fun tree. LDRS probably has some. Studio Light, I'm sure, has some
And
too.
they're starting to come. They're starting to come in.
The new LDRS has not come in yet, but again, they have some awesome stamps. And Studio Light, as you can see over here, I have all the new Studio Light ones. I love Studio Light. They're vintage looking, and they just have really cool images.
Well,
like
and
that.
they're priced.
Oh my God.
They're very,
yes.
I think they're low price.
Yes. This tree, or this truck with the tree, is awesome. That's called Winter Wonderland and Music Sheet. So again, I would get these to add to my stash. Yes, it is peeled paint or green. I just wanted to do tone on tone. So that's why I chose a green paper and the peeled paint glaze.
So if you tip it a little bit, people would be able to see the shine of the glaze.
Yeah, it's
kind of hard to see on the camera.
It is,
but showing it up close looks really, you can really see what it is.
It's just a fun look, even with the tone on tone. And then again, I used the same striped paper that I used on the spine and the front to do the back. Okay.
Wow. We got through
oh, this up here was that stamp from Sizzix that had all the definition stamps, and I forgot to bring that.
Do we have it? I'll go see.
I'm not sure.
I'll go check it out and see.
But that would be another stamp that I would always have to buy, would be anything with definitions. Christmas, Halloween, generic. I love definitions. And then I just used some eyelets. Even though I didn't put anything in the eyelets, I just love the look of eyelets. And we do have, okay, this is a good set of fun colors. It's the We Are, and it's cool metal eyelets. And there's 4 different colors, but they're the cool metal. And we could not get these for a really long time, and we were finally able to get those back in stock. So, and they are $3.99. They're just a fun. Okay, so now we'll go to the inside. And you can see I did a lot of collaging in this book. I just went to my stash in strips and did the collage on the inside cover. And then I stamped. This is a stamp with a Tim Holtz star on it. This up here is a stamp, a die cut. My daughter's favorite Christmas word is believe, so I had to get that in there. I cut out some ephemera approved by Santa Claus. This down here is the Elizabeth Craft. And it is the stencil from last year. And this is the stencil. I had to buy this set of stencils just for this stencil, but I loved that one, the Santa Mail, made in North Pole, and then the footprints that has Santa Claus. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but that's what I did here. And I did the glaze, and I used the hickory smoke color of the glaze. And then I did the S and the C, and I think probably lumberjack plaid. So using this glaze is just a lot of fun to put, if you do a collage like this, to put different things on each square. So that was the Journal Stencils 2 from Elizabeth Crafts, and we do have these in stock.
Their stencils are a little bigger, and it seems like you get a lot
You
of
do.
different ones.
I think there's, how many are in here? Six.
6.
Yeah, for $16.99.
I remember when that came out, and you really loved it.
I did.
And Janet did link Teresa's glaze demo. So if people aren't, if you're unsure about glaze or you don't know about it, there's a link here in the comment section.
So in her album, I usually do a page for decorating, for baking, for family, for their family, and if they do any vacations around the Christmas time. So this one is her decorating, and I decided to put pictures in here right away, which I usually don't do. But since we had all the pictures, I just did them. And she asked me the other night if I put pictures in the album, and I said yes, and she was very happy that the pictures,
done.
Most of the pictures are already in here. This is a frame from,
oh, I love those.
Yes, the baseboards frames. They're $7.99. And you get 8 pieces, but the colors in here are really fun, and they're sandable and inkable. So you can see I really scuffed this one up and then inked it with gathered twigs. The other thing that I did not bring is the sticker book from Tim Holtz, which I'm pretty sure we don't have any of the Christmas ones, but you could bring some of the word ones. Any of those I can just show. A lot of you might already have his sticker book, but they have elements in them and then they have words. So I would go through and pick out a lot of the words and just put those places. The star here came out of the ephemera pack from Tim Holtz. So these are some that Teresa loves. But they had a Christmas one, and you can see I just go through and pick out words, and sometimes I have to cut them out to make my own sentences, but that's what's really fun to do. Here's a believe here I would cut out and not use she should, but these are another really fun product to have. The gold metallic ones are fun. They have the gold words and then the gold on the white. So again, this is a really cool product to have. And I love going through and just putting different phrases here and there. And of course, you have to have sellotape. Sellotape is a must. And I talked to one of our customers the other day, and she thinks she has at least 6 or 7 packages of sellotape. But as you can see, I used it a lot in this book. You get 6 sheets in different widths that are really fun. So that's a must product. This Christmas tree is from the Christmas backdrops from Tim, and it worked perfect for this page. Okay, so this page is another decorating page here. It's just got a lot of her decorating. I used the collage strips down here. This one, and this one are all collage strips out of the Christmas collage strip one. And they're already all put together. So I cut them apart and made 3 different ones, and then made smaller pictures off of my photo charm photo printer, which I love, and I've talked about that before.
And we had questions. We had an email from a customer about about the photo printers. So you just say one more time what you use.
I have the Epson Photo Charm personal printer, and it's no longer being made, but there's other versions out there.
Okay.
You can go to Amazon, you can go to Epson, HP's probably got one. There's a lot of different kinds, but you have to make sure you get one that you can make smaller pictures. I can do 2x3s, I can do 3x4s, I can do index prints, I can do 4x6s. My daughter's got one that you can do 5x7s, which I usually don't do 5x7s.
And that the Picture Mate is a really good personal printer.
Yeah, that's and I don't print all of my pictures on there because it would be just too expensive. But when you need smaller prints, let's see if I can go down a little. Smaller prints like this one, and this one, it's just great to have. I think these two are also off of there. And plus you can get matte paper, which is a must for me. I print everything in matte. Okay, I put some washi tape. I just did some little banners here. And again, I went through my sticker books and pulled out boxes of decorations, sparkling decorations, anything that had to do with decorating. And then their stockings are up by the fireplace. I had to kind of piece that. So I thought that was appropriate for that. And then I found a definition of decorate, added that there. There's Christmas decorations. So anywhere that you can, or if you find any word phrases, it's just a really cool addition. Over here, it's got stockings at the fireplace, which was really appropriate too. So that is that page.
Lots of good memories on that page, Diane, you can tell.
Yeah, it's really fun. And then this one is a trifold, so I will try to get all of it in. It probably is not going to work, but let's go
maybe you can slide it across.
Yeah. So this page here is another really part of their decoration. I got a family picture. And then I just started collaging. This is, I tore apart some other words, used one of the journaling cards, found a 24, which was Christmas Eve. And then the home is from the memory bound set of stamps.
Did you bring it, or do you want me to go get it?
You're putting together, or you have it somewhere else?
Yeah. Okay, let's see. This, we had made up a whole bunch of Iowa stamps, and the one I used is no longer available. It might be. Nope, it's not that one. That one has Iowa. But if you're from Iowa and you, this is Greetings from Iowa. It's got a few Iowa. That one's a good one, and that one's a good one. The one that I used, we no longer have, but a lot of you might already had it. So that's what that one is. And I wanted to show this set of stickers. It is December to Remember CS311. And if we go back to my spine, let's see, there is the Christmas, there's that one. Let's see if I can get them in the same frame here. There's that one. December to Remember, I've used that one. This is off of one of the Tim Holtz, but this is a really good, nice set of stamps. It's got some fun elements. It's Christmas Day by Day. It's December to Remember, Elizabeth Crafts. Okay, back to this page. And then again, all of the brads that aren't brads, I would pick up if any of the neat ones came in. And this is a set from last year, Simple Vintage Yuletide Decorative Brads. I would just put these all in my stash just to have, because they would go with just about anything. So this is the vintage Yuletide brads that are really fun and will go with a lot of different collections.
Diane, I cannot believe how much stuff you have shown us already. We have piles here, and
Yeah.
and they're organized. You know right where to find everything.
Well,
That's what's
Kind
crazy.
of. This I would just use some of the pieces out of the back baseboards or the layers. And again, if you see something that you really like, chances are it might not be available because I've been collecting Tim Holtz Christmas
Forever
stuff
for 24 years.
forever. One of the other things that I collect, usually when it comes in, is the 49 and Market ephemera packs. And I have used a lot of the stuff out of here. It's got 119 pieces. And I don't know how
Ooh.
much this is.
I can find out.
But it's got a lot of really fun product
It's
in it.
$8.99.
$8.99, and it will go with a lot of stuff too. And if the greens or reds don't really match, you can always ink them and sand them and make them look.
Those are pretty
vintage.
good basic greens and reds.
They are. It's got big words. It's got bingo cards. It's got frames. So this is another really good set of ephemera to use or to have in your stash. Okay, so then let's see if I can get this in. I did a baking page. And let's see if I can find some of the stuff I used in this page. Recipe cards. So I thought it'd be fun to do a recipe. We always have a baking day, but this card here that has traditions on it is just a recipe card. So another thing to kind of keep in mind is to use different things, different ephemera, journaling cards to use for your journaling. And we got these recipe cards in. This is Echo Park Baking Spirits Bright, but look how fun those cards would be, not to use as a recipe card, but to use as a journaling spot. So then I wrote all the things that we usually make: dipped Oreos, dipped pretzels, M&M cookies, molasses cookies, Spritz, Chex Mix. That I use that for my journaling. Family recipes are off of flashcards that we have. I'm not sure if I found the recipe one. I did not, but we do have.
We do have a recipe.
We do have a recipe flashcards. So these are some too that I just keep in my stash that we have made up here. They're Christmas ones. They're big, and then there's small ones. And these words are great.
And we have a whole category of flashcards. And Janet, I'm sure will link that. We have them for all kinds of things. We just showed them yesterday or the day before for the flower ones.
So that's where family recipes came from. Kitchen is off of that same one, but I ran it through my computer and put Grandma's Kitchen. Instead of just using it as kitchen, I put Grandma's Kitchen.
That's a good idea.
Yep. Now these die cuts here are a Tim Holtz die, and it's
looks
really
like sugar cookie or something.
Yep, it's really old and can no longer get it. But we do have this one in stock, and again, this is discontinued, but we have one left, large frosted cookies. And this would be a great one to have in your stash because I have used this. I probably use this die on every album that I've made for her. And then the rolling pins are off of and Elizabeth Craft ones, which is no longer, oh, here it is. So if you have this one, then it's a really good one.
And he had two. There's another. He had two different sugar cookies. So maybe you have it. If not,
Yep.
we've got a chance for one person to get.
Yeah. This is a set from Elizabeth Crafts. Again, it's been discontinued, but it's got the rolling pin. I've used the page on it, but we have this one, the Hero Arts one, that would be great to use. It's got a rolling pin, the whisk, the spatula.
I love that
This is a
one.
really
And,
good one.
We actually
Kitchen
have.
tools. It is $16.99.
Yeah, Peggy used that one for Nana's kitchen.
Oh, perfect. And then you can see how I used the rolling pin as a place for journaling. I just wrote everybody's names, or I typed them. I ran it through my computer. And so everybody's names are listed on the rolling pin. So again, use ephemera, just dies
Good idea.
to use for your journaling. And then another good one to use is the planner cards 2224 from Elizabeth Crafts. This is another really nice set of utensils.
Especially
Is
for
that one.
baking. And
Yep.
most people either do Christmas baking or they buy Christmas treats or something.
So you can see how I used a lot of the flashcards, family baking recipe cookies. Those are all off of the baking flashcards. And then I just happened, the paper in here is just, it's got gingerbread. I can't even remember who made that, but again, I had that in my stash and I thought it was quite appropriate. And use little pictures, always get a picture of the group. It's just a fun way to commemorate the day. And it is fun with 7 boys baking. It's can be quite the challenge anymore. But you know what? They do have a lot of fun. And hopefully they will remember the days that they went to Grandma's house for Christmas baking. Okay, continuing on. This is the trifold. Well, it's really like 4 pages. And it is loaded with a lot of product. The girls, my 2 daughters and I went to New York. They gave me the trip for my birthday that I had last year. And my daughter-in-law was not able to go, which was a disappointment, but we still, with the girls, had a lot of fun. We went early December after we knew all the Christmas decorations would be up. So these pages are for New York.
Gosh, I love that pocket.
So that is out, that paper. So this is another set of papers that I use, the Reminiscence, Elizabeth Craft, the book 8. And we have some of these in stock, and I was able to get more this morning.
Oh, good.
So this is a great one to have in your stash.
And it goes with your Tim. If you like the Tim Holtz look, it's the same.
It does go with the Tim Holtz. It's just got really fun. And this page here, you'll see throughout my book, it's just got lots of fun words, and then it's got blanks that you can either stamp or hand write. But this, I just cut all these apart and use those. Let's see if that paper is in here. That tree paper might have come from one of my other books, but this is just a really nice book of papers. to use. And it's got light paper, lightweight paper, and then it's got the heavier cardstock to use. So that's a fun one, and that one is still available. Printed lots of small pictures, made a collage looking one up here, just use different elements, use some fabric. This one here is the one from last year. It's the Studio Light mini paper pad. And it's just, this is the new one from this year, but this would be one that I told you I bought 3 of because I just had to have. But it's got so many fun little elements, embellishments. And this one here came out of the one from last year. It just happened to have New York City. This is a stamp that I had gotten from somewhere. It had New York on it. It had some dates, but then I just changed the dates that we were there. Just different pictures from all the different sites that we went to. And then, yeah, this paper I know is from an Elizabeth Craft paper pack, but it must be from one of the other, the older set. This paper pack from Studio Light, it's from the Grunge collection. It's called Background Papers. And again, I knew that I would love this paper. And this one is no longer available, but hopefully they come out with another one like this. Oh, thank you.
Hopefully they will.
Yeah,
we have
it's
some of their paper.
it's
on
really
order that
cool.
We're just waiting for it
Yep.
to get released.
So, okay, so I made a pocket because I wanted to make a mini album to put in this pocket, but you will see that this mini album will not fit in there because it ended up being too big. So then what I did is I just took some backdrops paper and did our itinerary, what we did for that day, put some washi tape, and that is in my pocket here. And then I had this tree laying on my desk, and I just thought that would be a fun element to put in there. So it's a very easy pocket, but it really serves a purpose, even though that's not what I intended it for. So this is a little mini album that I made out of the Tim Holtz backdrop paper. It was like perfect. What did I do with my backdrops?
Fold it in half?
I did. So the size of the Tim Holtz paper is 6 by 10. So I just took 2 sheets. I cut one of them down to make it a little smaller. And then I stitched. I got some,
cool.
and I think we do have this
Yeah, we do.
in stock. I just punched some holes and binded it together with this thread. So that was really a fun way to make a little mini album. I had so many pictures from New York that this is why I did it. This is a Tim Holtz frame. And then these are the elements from from this page. Well, this is another page that I just absolutely love, but the blank ones, I just ran it through my computer and printed 2024 on it. Do we have any of the frames? I know we have some. That's another product from Tim Holtz, is a whole bunch of frames, and these were the Christmas ones, which we probably no longer have, but we have other ones.
I think they're neat because they have the string hanging on them.
Yes.
There's some regular ones.
Yes, and you can see the string down here in the lower right-hand corner. I left it on there and I hung a charm from it. So that's the string from the frames. And you can see down here. So we do have some of the other frames, the Collage and the men that are really fun to have in your stash. And then I just chose some of my favorite pictures, made them smaller, embellished them, used my tiny attacher. I took a picture of the Central Park map, shrunk that down and cut it, and then just did Times Squares, made some tabs. This one says Times Square, this one says Central Park. And then I made 2 more mini albums inside the other mini album. And this is a die from Elizabeth Crafts. It is 1941, and I'm not sure if we have this in stock, but I know it has been discontinued. But it's this, and there you might have something else in your stash that you could make a really cute little mini album. And that's what this is. It's just a fun way to and this paper here was in the Tim Holtz backdrops, and it had to do with New York. So I cut it out so I could have that at the bottom, the Manhattan city of New York, which was kind of perfect. So that made a pocket, and then made these 2 little folios. My daughter's husband's nickname is Butter, and we were out walking on the streets and came across this restaurant called Butters. So, of course, we had to take her in front of that. And then this was from the 9/11 memorial, which was phenomenal. And then just some of the other shopping. And then I used a little paper clip to hold it together, and then just put some twine on it. Some more pictures from New York. And then this is, I think this was the top of one of our, oh, here it is right here. This is what it started out to be. I just cut it and then put some little dangles. Again, I found something that had the NYC on it, which was quite appropriate, and hung those off of with the charm.
Diane, we do have a question, so I'm going to find it. We're going to take a little break so I can find that question. A lot of people are loving your albums, and I think it's a Christmas album, but a lot of these techniques you can use for any album.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So the question Joan Elaine is asking, do you tape the pieces and then run through the printer?
Okay, so what I do is I take a piece of paper, and let me, I'll just use this as an example. Just take a blank paper, put it on my computer, type it. So maybe I want Christmas. So I would run it through, and then whatever paper I want, I would take a piece of scrap paper and put it on over that with repositionable tape, and then run it through my computer again. That's how I always get it lined up on my little sheets. And like this is an example down here.
I think Peggy does that too.
Right here, the Rocket or Radio City Rockettes. So I wanted those words on this paper. So you run it through on a scrap piece of paper, put repositionable tape on it, and then just line it up and run it through again. And that's how you get your verbiage on your
Diane,
paper.
Can you show that again to show your girls? Janet and Jill, she has the cutest daughters. Oh, they're so sweet.
We had a lot of fun. The one, Jill, is on the right. That's who I make the album for. My youngest daughter's on the left. Okay. So this will just go in here. It's too big again for the pocket, so it will just
Everything
be
gets
in
bigger,
there.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Okay, one of the things that we've been doing for the last few years too is having Santa at our house, and it's always a lot of fun for the boys. So I just took one of the journaling cards up here and made a big collage. I just started putting things down. The Santa is the glaze, the lumberjack.
Oh, so you glazed again.
Yep, I glazed again. And then this is a really, I love this set of alphabet stickers, sign painter, CMS 484. This is a really cool set of stickers. And then
Or
I
stamps.
stamps, yes. Just fussy cut them out. So that's how I did Santa.
So you did fussy cut them. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Made a little collage up here, found a family tradition, which it really has become a family tradition. This is a tag. I'm not sure where that tag is from, but just typed Santa came to Papa and Grandma's house. These two things are from I believe they're from the Elizabeth Craft Reminiscence books.
So that's book number 8. And we have a couple in stock, and Diane ordered more this morning. So
Yep.
they'll be here early next week.
Santa, I think I probably typed that on, but oh no, I didn't. Look,
So
it's
you
right
said
down
you were going to
here.
be using that. Yeah.
Yeah, right there. And there's the 2024. So it was like perfect. And then that Santa is in here too. Somewhere. And I might have already cut it out of here. So, but I'm pretty sure that Santa came from there. Just really, these are Jill's and Butter's 2 boys. This is our oldest grandson, Garrett and Gavin. I always buy them matching pajamas, which Garrett always goes along with, even
He's a
though
good sport.
he is a really good sport. Even though he's 17, he still goes.
My grandma's
yeah,
getting those pajamas
yeah.
again.
And then just embellished it. Found a Santa dictionary, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. Oh, I gotta talk about this page.
Just think about, you guys, the kids looking back on these albums and seeing how much they've grown, and I just think that's amazing.
Yeah. Sorry, I skipped over this page. This was really a fun page to do. I used all the houses, and I used a combination of different houses.
There you go.
And I used, let's see, this is the Vault Christmas Magic that's got houses on it. And then this one, and this one. Okay, and this one we have this one in stock. It's the Snow Village from Elizabeth Crafts. And I thought I brought this out, but maybe I didn't.
Which one is it, Diane?
Oh, yeah, here it is.
You got it.
Okay. This is a really fun one, and we do have this one in stock. It's the Snow Village 2050, and it's got all these fun houses. It's got trees. It's got different roof lines. And then this is one from Tim Holtz.
That's been a really good one.
This is a really good one. I really love those trees. So that's how I did this whole cityscape here. Was a combination. I used different papers. I used pattern paper. I used some cardstock. So this was really a lot of fun to put together. And then I found a little heart button and put that down there, and then did some journaling up in here. Christmas in New York City. So that was a really fun page.
Cool photo.
too.
I love that picture.
Gianna took that out of the plane.
When you were going home, or?
No, landing.
Landing?
Yep, because we left really early and we got to New York City and it was still kind of dark. And then, of course, the Rockefeller Center tree. Okay, on to this one. So this one opens. Ooh, where did that come from?
Uh-oh, found a piece.
Yep, found a die. Again, there's a lot going on these pages. This was still Santa visits, so I've found that is a die from this one, or a stamp. Santa Visit CMS 500. I loved that stamp. And I think Maggie or Penny colored that for me because I am not a Copic colorer, so I can't remember which one for sure did that one. But then down here, you will see, bring this down so you can really see this set of collages down here. I took
Oh my
a
gosh.
craft envelope that I had laying on my desk. I think somebody had sent me something in one. So I cut, and this one has a pointed, but I cut off the flap. And this is the flap down here. The
Oh my
green part
gosh,
is
yeah.
the flap. And then I sewed around it. Let me take some of this stuff out.
Well, you take it out. Lori and her daughter did New York last year, and she's
Fabulous.
loving all the ideas.
Fabulous. I put a background inside, did it like a liner, and then sewed it. And then this is the notch punch, which are all on
They're
order,
probably arriving tomorrow.
hopefully. Yeah,
We found another brand that we can get. Well, we
Yeah.
have one in stock, don't we?
that was for a customer.
Okay.
And then I just started collaging. I took apart the envelope and I stuck a tag in there with Gavin. He's reading his letter to Santa, and then here's one from Garrett, and then found a ticket that had Santa's workshop on it. Just found anything that had Santa. Got the sleigh. I found this in my stash. It's a tag, and I just started sticking things in the pocket. Made another tag with a picture of the family with Santa and Mrs. Claus. And then the boys always write letters to Santa that day that Santa comes. So I had found this really cool paper, and this came from New York, that had Dear Santa, and then I just shrunk them down. They wrote them, and then I just shrunk them down. And then I found Santa's Naughty and Nice. This is a piece of ephemera.
That looks like October afternoon.
Yeah,
or
it's
Steve Duncan,
it's
maybe.
probably old. And then so I made a pocket in the back, and then the pocket from the envelope, and then I made 2 side pockets. So it's got a lot going on. And then the Santa bingo card.
That's so fun just to have all that stuff
Yep.
in there.
This Dear Santa, Please Stop Here, I think is from one. It might not be from this one, but it's from one of the 49er Market ephemera. Just made some packages, and the boys are writing their letters to Santa. And then this up here, this letter to Santa, is a piece that was already printed on there, and it's just really faint, but I think it came out of the Elizabeth Craft paper pack.
Oh, okay.
So I did not do that.
You didn't do that?
Nope, that was already printed. Special delivery. This one I made a flip because I had so many more pictures.
Looks like you used flips on that one too.
Yep, I used the.
Do you have them, or do you need me to get
Nope,
them?
they're here somewhere. Oh, right here. The 49 and Market Insta Flip. I just used 2 of them. And so I could put 4 pictures there. So these are a lot of fun to use in your albums. I don't know, just more pictures. This is a piece of ephemera that I've had that I picked up somewhere that was really fun. I stamped on it.
See, I don't think about stamping on it, and it looks like you roughed up the edges and
I
tore it.
did. I inked it. I used some background stamps on the side. And then I had even more pictures, so I had to, let me,
It's hard to get that.
yeah.
It's hard to get that far right.
Okay. So I just made a page flip out of a piece of backdrop from Tim Holtz and put in more pictures. These little embellishments to me are the fun parts. So I get the pictures I want and then I go through my stash and see what embellishments I have that work with this page. And this is one, this Mrs. Claus reading The Night Before Christmas. Those are ones that I made up. And then just more pictures of the boys. This was a really cute one. They were all watching. Of course, there were football on, so they had to sit and watch. But that picture is so
It is
cool.
really,
I
that is
just
really darling.
really love
So
that.
Diane, you seem to use the same font. So do you pick a font of for your journaling? And stick with
Yes, and I know somebody's going to ask me, but I have no
that?
idea.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I recognize it. I've seen it before.
Yeah. It's just one that I use a lot of. Don't know my fonts like Janet does.
Janet might know your font.
Yeah, it's just a fun font.
You know what? You've received many compliments. We'll just take a quick break here.
Ooh, man, I
Diane
might set
has
a
gotten
record.
lots and lots of compliments today, but here's what Barb says. This is like a Tim Holtz live. So much goodness to take in. I'll have to save on my YouTube so I can rewatch a few times.
Oh, well,
So
thank
you've
you.
just been compared to Tim Holtz.
Oh,
Diane.
wow. Well, I
The
used a lot
ultimate
of his
compliment.
product.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
Thank you, Barb.
yeah. Thank you very much. It's definitely a labor of love, and I know,
And it
I
will
mean,
be loved
Jill
for many years.
absolutely loves this style. Okay, this was the flip up and flip out. These do not have pictures because this is for their family Christmas morning. I found one definition that said Christmas morning. I put the believe. This was a little envelope that I made that I just stamped on that I found. This is probably a Tim Holtz Santagram that I thought would be perfect in here. And that's kind of I made that so it's a closure for the flips. And then up here I used the collage piece again and then just some
So that was
ephemera.
the large collage strips. And
Yep.
we have those in
Yep,
the
we do.
everyday, the color palette.
Yep. And then this was just a fun page. I wanted to do a collage of all kind of fun things going on at Christmas. This is a clothing tag that I made. I just covered it with paper. This is a clothing tag too, and I stamped on it. Oh, there's just a lot going on this page. It's got our family, Christmas, believe, just some important words that I know Jill likes. It's got the 25. I used paper. I used ephemera. I used a whole bunch of the LDRS little stamps that we will be getting all their new Christmas stamps in hopefully soon, but that's what these are. I just went through and I just kind of did really random things, and then I stitched around the whole thing. So that was a really fun page. I love
doing collage things like that.
I love, and it just, there's a lot going on, but if you really look at it, it's all things that will mean a lot to her and her family. Then to finish out the book, they did a Christmas ski trip, and I just got the pictures That paper is from the background paper, the Grunge collection, and it had some really fun winter paper in it, so that's what I used for the background. And that's just about it. I brought out some of the red. I used blue since with the snow, and I found this in something that had to do with snow. This had to do with snow. And then more pictures from their trip. And then at the end, I finished out the inside back cover. I collaged it again. I made a pocket, but I don't think she'll be able to put anything in there. I made it so it kind of was gusseted, but I used a file folder. And I think it was just too heavy, but she will be able to put, I like to
some
keep
things in there.
receipts or whatever in here, so she can use that for whatever. That paper, I'm not sure. It had the calendar already.
Oh, you know what?
There.
That is probably, well,
This one's
Photoplay. The new
something.
Photoplay has a
Yes,
paper like that.
yes, it does.
I will go and grab it
It might be right.
unless you have it. The new Christmas junk has a paper
Christmas junk has a calendar in it, and it would be really fun to use in a journal. This paper here is going to be perfect for a journal like this. It's just got so many really fun papers in it. Oh
if
my
you
gosh,
like
this
Diane's
is-
book, that is
Yeah.
a great collection.
That paper
to grab.
there is really cool. Okay, right here. This would be a really fun one to do for Christmas daily album like this with the calendar. It's got the to-do list. It's got all the days. So this would be one that you would, a fun one to do for a project like this. Kelly, I have about 100 piles down there. Oh my
We're going to have a
gosh.
lot to put away this afternoon, but that's what I think
yeah.
everybody's loving this, Diane. So
Well,
I think it's amazing, and it
I'll
is
have
like
to
a Tim
retie
Holtz
that.
life.
Okay, so
Are we on the
think
back cover?
yep, that's
Oh
the
my
back
gosh.
cover. And one thing I forgot to mention, and I want everybody to make sure you do, is to sign and date it.
Yes, that's
So,
a great.
and I always do it in my handwriting.
Because we like looking back at like our grandma's
Oh yeah,
things and in the handwriting, and it just makes it very more memorable.
So hopefully I showed you some different techniques, some different ideas. It's just, I know there's a lot going on, but again, this was just something that I had so much fun.
Kimberly said
doing.
you outdid yourself.
Well, thank you.
And Elaine said, this makes my heart happy and my wallet empty.
That's cute.
Oh, I think everybody just has loved this. So we went through the whole book.
We did.
And Kathy has 1,000 glimmers. I love hearing about glimmers.
Yeah, that's
Shannon
pretty.
says, well beyond amazing. So Diane, I'll flip the camera. Oh, before we do that, can you way back long ago in a land far, far away, somebody asked about your wood box and if it was the Tim Holtz. You showed it, you had your scraps in it.
Oh, that is not, but I do use these at my house too.
So I thought we should just show these.
I have several of these that I put little stuff in, and this one is the vignette boxes. It's got 4 different boxes in it, $10.99. They're all called vignette boxes. This is the square one. It's got 3 different ones in it for $12.99. And I probably have, I don't know how many of these. These are called the vignette trays. And there's 2 different ones for $15.99. These are great to put embellishments in. I use everything old in my room, like the tray that I brought here. And these fit right in.
And if you don't have old, this is a great
This is,
a
yep,
great alternative.
this is a tray that
That's the
Janet,
vignette. Is that vignette panel?
this is
I
the
think?
panel, yep, $12.99, and we love those.
I brought it because I brought that one
Yeah.
because it was decorated.
Yeah. You can make different seasons in here, put a piece of acetate. I think Janet actually made this
Peggy.
one.
I think Peggy
Peggy
did that
did?
one during Merrymakers.
Oh, yeah. And then put a piece of acetate and put your ephemera or whatever in there. So we have all of these boxes in stock. Okay.
So, and there's a comment that I think you need to explain because Janet is talking about sad for your other daughter,
Oh,
but she does her own thing.
she does.
So she's not. She's okay.
I had asked Jana a long time ago if she wanted me to make her one, and she said no, that she would. She has the boys' albums that she used to do, but doesn't.
Her boys have gotten in
Yeah.
that age group.
They're so
a
busy.
little
And,
rambunctious.
yeah. And I mean, I would gladly make her one, and I would gladly make my mother or daughter-in-law one too. Not sure if I could do 3 in 1 year, but Jill will always have these, so that's what's good.
And she puts them out.
She does put them out. I wanted to show you the fabric since we don't have some of the paper anymore, but we got the Tim Holtz fabric that would be great to use in an album like this too, since we don't have some of the papers. This plaid is currently out of stock. We do have crafty cuts, but we will be getting more of this in.
Yeah.
And then this plaid from last year, this is one of the collage pieces. So we do have the same style.
Well, he has like the same designs.
The same designs. That's what I mean.
Some of the same as his.
As the backdrops. So you can always use fabric too.
And Janet just linked it. And his Christmas fabric is in the house, you guys.
Yes.
And Halloween.
Yes, and Halloween.
You need to make one of these books for Halloween, Diane.
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right, I'm going to pop the camera back so we can see Diane. She's probably a little wore out.
That's a lot of talking for me. I don't like to.
We might not break our record, but we've got a 10% battery left in our camera.
Oh, wow.
So we can go for a little bit longer.
We will kind of close out our day here, our video.
If you let us know if you have any questions. It's been really amazing, Diane. I don't know if you understand how amazing this video has been. I'm going to take this so I can show everybody the table.
Yeah, it's in the
Oh
floor.
My gosh. Yeah, the floor looks just like the table.
Yeah. It's just something that I really enjoy doing. If I didn't like doing it, I would be doing it. But Tim said it doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as you find joy in what you're doing.
Very true.
People will think it did take me a while, but it doesn't matter.
It's kind of like the journey, enjoying the journey.
Yes. And this is very much what I call a joy for me, or a glimmer, is doing something like this, thinking of just different ways to use things, different techniques, and then just knowing that Jill appreciates it.
Well, absolutely. And your grandsons and maybe
Yeah.
their kids will be looking back on this. That's what Peg says, it's priceless. And she's absolutely right.
Thank you very much. I sure appreciate you hanging around with us.
Are we going to break a record? Maybe not
I think
quite.
we're about 5 minutes away from breaking a record.
Well, we better go then. Thank you, Diane. A huge thank you for sharing this with all of us. This is going to go viral, and it's not just going to be in your family, but a lot of us have been touched by it too.
Well, thank you, everybody.
And,
I sure appreciate it.
Janet, thank you for all your linking.
Yes,
there was
thanks, Janet.
There were a few items.
Yes.
Just a couple that Diane showed us, and I think maybe we should get started on our Christmas albums now.
Yeah, I have to get through summer, and then I probably will use the Christmas junk though for her album unless something else
That's
comes
the
in.
new collection
Which
from
is just,
Photo Play
I don't know,
Paper,
it's
and
here
it's on the floor
somewhere.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Christmas Junk is our newest Christmas
Yeah.
collection, and we have quite a few coming in. We have a lot of Christmas coming in this year, so hang tight,
again,
everybody.
just look at all the stuff that you come across in vintage stores and other scrapbook stores, and just think kind of ahead. All the ephemera packs that you could use, words and all the die
I think
cuts. And
you said it earlier today, Diane, which was funny but true, is like with that accordion album, even if you don't know what you're going to use it for, just buy it because you know you're going to use it someday.
Yep. And it's really nice to be able to go to your stash when you're working on projects like this and pull out fun stuff. So, okay.
Well, thanks
Thank
everybody.
you,
Thanks, Diane.
everybody.
Have a great day. We're going to be back tomorrow, and we're going to jump from Christmas back to fall because we are launching a new album kit.
Ooh, that's really
courtesy
cool.
of Simple Stories. It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
So have a great rest of your
Thank you,
day,
everybody.
and we'll see you tomorrow.